YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in Total War Warhammer, where we're going to be continuing the campaign as the Empire. We are at war with the vampires. I'm hoping to do kind of a quick knockout and get them to sue for peace so I can take some of their land, which will help, it will basically help pacify the public order in some of my lands. And so if I can knock out Averheim and the Moot, I'm pretty sure the vampires are going to surrender. They are in pretty rough shape. And then I would just have to worry about the other vampires, which is Templehof. Karl Franz just wrecked Varg up here, which is great. I like wrecking Varg. Dead Varg are one of my favorite things. So that makes his Pegasus more deadly. I was trying to get the Lightning Strike with Franz, and honestly I don't really know why. Let's see, what does this do? Just gives me 94 charge bonus. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and open this, though, so that we can start unlocking, like, Scarred Veteran and stuff, which is going to give me considerably more hit points. Up to 30% more hit points. So I kind of feel like that's where I want to go. In fact, I can actually go ahead and start Scarred Veteran, which I'm going to do. I want to get as many hit points on Karl Franz as we can. And I'm going to come over here and try and head off some of these... We got the Everwatcher over here, who's the... one of the demons, apparently. Where's the Chaos? And there's the Ever-Chosen. So we've got several more Chaos stacks on the horizon, and doesn't look like any of my allies are very well positioned to do much about it. Let's go ahead and take the Moot from the vampires. There's going to be very little that they can do about this. Let's see, they got Vargeist and some... Black Knights. Let's have a little fun here. Let's play this battle. Oh, it requires siege equipment. I can't even play the battle. So yeah, I didn't realize this was going to require siege equipment. If this was the case, I mean, I might as well have just sieged the vampires elsewhere, but whatever. We're not going to take attrition while sieging. So we're actually in decent shape there. We can handle that.
I will marshal the band.
I had Patchy Saltbringer down here. I was going to give him a few more troops. I've got tier 2 defenses almost finished in my 2 settlements in Midland, and it looks like Bretonia has finally lent me a little help. I don't have a lot of money left, and I can't move with Franz.
Bring me to my men.
But we can upgrade Theodric here. Ooh, we can get an Imperial Pegasus for him as well. And he's already got Hold the Line, too, which is a pretty nice buff to my troops if needed. Let's go ahead and end this turn and see if we can kind of continue down the path of trying to stabilize some stuff in the Empire here. We got to really beat back Varg and Chaos pretty badly if we're going to find any... Ah, here we go. The vampires are all going to come at me. And they may have some decent troops here. Looks like they did a Raise the Dead at the last second. A couple of Graveguard with great weapons. Not super concerned about that. There are some in each army, though, so in total we're looking at 6 Graveguard with great weapons. Looks like 2 Vargeist, 2 Crypt Horrors, 3 Black Knights. So nothing we can't handle here, especially with the Demigryphs with halberds. And then I have my own Spearmen who can hold a center line pretty well. Spearmen are really good at kind of just negating the charge of enemy troops. And oh, I forgot to assign those banners and stuff before the battle. I apologize. I should have done that a long time ago. I've also got a Witch Hunter and a Captain of the Empire here. So we're going to try and use those units to our benefit, as well as Balthasar himself. I'm going to try and use some offensive spells. I really haven't done much of that. I'm always just kind of jacking with like the ones that just kill enemy lords and stuff like that. Let's have a little fun. I'm going to set up kind of a defensive position because I want the vampires to attack me. Ooh, they got an army coming in right here, though. We might be able to just Demigryph that army that comes right on. Let's do this. Let's take our Demigryph Knights. And I do have the Witch Hunter to help take out the Vampire Lords. That's still going to be quite helpful. I haven't even put Balthasar on a horse. Well, that kind of seems like a mistake. I've still got my crossbows over here. Just get all of our guys lined up here. Let's start the deployment. Let's move up. I'm gonna push. I'm gonna push all my guys over here forward, because that'll force the vampires to attack me here to protect their reinforcements. Okay, they got some crypt ghouls and stuff like that. Let's not get too hasty. The bats might actually try and intercept my Demigryph Knights a little. Let's give the vampires something to charge against. So get our spears ready. I'm gonna put some resume battle. Charge those knights, please. I'm gonna get over here into the rest of these black knights. Let's get into this flank. Let's get these bats aren't gonna do much to me. I'm gonna ignore those zombies over there. They're no real threat. I was wanting to use Gelt to some extent here, but I don't even see that opportunity. Black Knights with lances and barding. Got my Demigryphs over there. Busy. Okay, the Vargeister landed in my men. These are just a bunch of zombies. How are their Black Knights still alive? Honestly, a little bit confused right now. I'm gonna charge into those Cryptors. Their Black Knights actually survived that far better than they should have. Let's pull our guys away from there. My Demigryph Knights got delayed. Okay, let's bring all these. We're just getting hit by bats back here. Holy crap, it's getting hard to control this. I find myself getting thoroughly confused in Warhammer pretty often. Okay, the vampires are not falling apart quite as quickly as I would like here. Gosh, dang it, crossbows, get over here. What is this? What happened to my other Demigryph Knights over here? Let's charge out those Crypt Ghouls. I want those guys dead real quick. Now, where's my other Demigryph Knights? Here they are. They're back over here. It's really hard to see my men sometimes. We'd already pretty much wrecked whatever they're up against over there, so let's come over here and wreck out the rest of this stuff. My Demigryph Knights here ruin the Crypt Horrors, and the rest of the vampires are trying to get all their troops together. So this was a little bit of a screwball fight here. I wasn't able to control this nearly as well as I would have liked, but it's going to work. And all of the enemies in this vicinity are going to crumble and die. So, alright, let's get reset. Let's get reset in a proper formation and see if I can fight this appropriately. Okay, let's bring Balthasar up here. Okay, what do we got coming up on us here? A great sword infantry. Shouldn't be anything our Demigryphs can't quickly wreck, or at least give a good cycle charge to. Come on, Demigryph Knights. There's a Vargeist headed in here too, so I'm going to save one Demigryph Knight for that action. I'm going to give these guys a quick cycle charge, and I'm going to get ready to attack those Vargeist when they come down to the ground, which they no doubt will. Okay, let's cycle out of that.
Sigmar calls. Crossbows ready, General! Demigryph Knights!
Okay, we got Cryptors coming down the center too. Let's back these guys up just a little bit. I'm gonna countercharge the Cryptors with the Demigryph Knights. Let's see, my other Demigryph Knights over here. It is actually incredibly hard to micro one of these fights properly. Cryptors should drop relatively quick. Okay, my Demigryph Knights got another solid charge on that great sword infantry. Let's pull this Demigryph Knight out of combat. I'm gonna focus all those guys there. Pull up some swords to shore up that flank. there's nothing that these Demigryph Knights need to be doing over here too, so let's pull them over to support. And I'm gonna rear charge this great sword infantry. It's got my guys bogged down. Let's counter charge. There's Graveguard with great weapons over here too. Okay. Let's now use Balthasar. And let's actually just kind of hold this flank. Balthasar, let's get some magic missiles like right here. It ought to be a pretty decent hit right in the middle of that vampire mess there. Okay, let's get all these guys away from that fight and use our swordsmen to pin these Graveguard with great weapons. Shoot the Vargheists with their crossbows. They're coming after Gelt, so this is only good against single combatants. I'm gonna put a spell on those Vargheists there, and I'm gonna bring my Demigryphs. So, oh no, they're dead. Never mind. Vargheists are gone. Let's move these Demigryphs around over here and save my swordsmen. Okay, Vargheists are gone. Let's use another magic missile here. Oof, enemy's breaking through me a little bit in the center. I need one Demigryph back over here to help right this wrong. We got a Graveguard with great weapons there. Let's kind of pull back with these crossbows. And let's pull back over here too. Really? I left Sextus out here to just get killed? That sounds like me. Just kind of fall these swordsmen back. I can't get Sextus out of that combat right now. Okay, there's zombies out here. Charge the dang zombies. We got to get our swordsmen out of this fight over here. We're kind of getting overrun by vampires, and what it said was supposed to be a fairly easy win for me. There are these two wizards over here who told me that they would like to be killed by Demigryph Knights, so I'm going to oblige their wish. And that ought to help me a pretty great deal. Okay, crossbows, just flee. Don't stay and fight.
The Empire endures. Quick march.
Okay, my crossbows are not going to skirmish. Run away, please. Okay, I don't know why you stopped attacking these guys, but when I give you an attack order and tell you to kill the wizard, I actually expect you to carry it out. Let's plop some more magic missiles down in their blob. That's a pretty nice blob of enemy units there. My guys are getting outflanked, but let's do Gehenna's Golden Hounds right there too, just because we can. Okay, their stupid leader isn't dying. Gonna have to just get my Demigryphs away from here. Really? Freaking crypt ghouls here. There's crypt ghouls and now skeleton warriors over there. I'm gonna need my Demigryph Knights to come save. Let's get these Demigryph Knights away. In a little bit of trouble right now. My Witch Hunter is getting torn apart too. I can't seem to kill the enemy lords here, and that's kind of a problem. If I could somehow single them out, I can get this army to fall apart. I gotta keep my Demigryph Knights alive. Using the Demigryph Knights, though, I mean, I should be able to take out chunks of enemy infantry here and there, like these Graveguard that are back here blobbed up on some of my men. And let's bring these units. Okay, there we go. We should be able to smash those Graveguard great weapons real quick. Those swordsmen actually held up for a very long time. Alright, Graveguard, you can die now, please. There's a lot more enemies coming. Gonna need you to die now.
Sigmar commands. Take the ground. Sigmar calls.
Okay, let's pull on my crossbows back here. I'm gonna kind of let my Witch Hunter and others just kind of eat it there. He might come back from routing. We'll see. Just gonna let these spears brunt that. Okay, crossbows, I told you to move back here. I really did, I promise.
Quickly! For the Emperor! Sir! For the Emperor! The Empire endures!
Okay, probably didn't pick the best strategy here because I got stupid vampires absolutely all over me.
Your orders? Sigmar calls! By my will!
How am I going to get at their lords? They're keeping their lords too far back there. It's my witch hunter. He's just broken, but he's being chased by skeleton warriors. So that's unfortunate. I don't have enough troops to hold all the vampires for my demigryphs to potentially get a rear charge. Just going to try and run around for a minute. Let's take these guys out and around. Come on, witch hunter.
Crossbows ready, General! Moving now! Take the ground! Go! Sigmar preserve!
Okay, witch hunter's back. Let's bring him around here. We're going to need his accusation to have any prayer here. I've got 30 magic. Let's put some... What the...
Demigryph Knight! Yes,
how is this crap catching my infantry? Just get away. Crypt ghouls.
Formation march! On my command!
Okay, yeah, get around here.
Demigryph Knight!
Let's see, what is this? A skeleton warrior? Come on, Gelt. Get away from that. I can't get Balthasar away from these crypt ghouls. That's good. It's actually not. So I'm going to have to bring the Demigryph back to save him. Because Balthasar's stuck. This is irritating. I totally underestimated the vampires because I forget that they can't route. And they just absolutely wrecked my main line. So we got Gelt free from the crypt ghouls. I need one of the vampire lords to actually get within range of my men, and the AI is keeping them like way back behind their lines. So the only way this is going to work is just repeated cycle charges, maybe. And we got to remember again, these guys don't route, so it's just going to take repeated damage. Just cycle back out of that. Gelt, please keep running. We got some of these guys crumbling. Charge in there again. Charge them. Let's just try and smush that unit out real quick. Okay, pull back out of that. We'll just keep cycling our Demigryph Knights around and see if we can get the job done here. That unit's crumbling and should go away completely. Okay, they left my crossbows back here for some reason. Okay, let's use some magic here. Got some damage done on that grave guard there. It wasn't particularly fantastic. Okay, let's get these Demigryph Knights out of combat again. I'm going to smash this grave guard with great weapons from every side. And then just keep moving. It's going to be really hard for the vampires to pin down my Demigryphs.
Crossbows ready, General.
Okay, let's use my crossbows, see if we can take out some of these zombies back here. Every unit we can take out is going to be helpful. What do they got? A grave guard, great weapon way out there. Let's spread out my Demigryphs so we can put a bigger charge down. And let's see if we can punish these guys again.
Ready for war. Yes, General. For the Emperor.
Okay, I used the Golden Hounds to kind of disrupt these guys again, so I'm going to charge in with the Demigryph Knights. Just use their charge bonus to get these guys crumbling from damage. And then I'm going to cycle back out.
Moving now. Quick march.
Okay, the zombies are crumbling. Let's get these guys up here.
General, taking position.
All right, guilty.
For the Emperor.
Okay, cycle charge. The Golden Hound's got a pretty good run right there.
Ready to serve.
Cycle back out.
Battle! Crossbows ready, General. Lord of metal. Ready.
Let's back up a pretty good ways. Get some distance between us and the zombies, and hopefully start catching our crossbows up. We've done some pretty extreme damage. A lot of these guys are crumbling a little over here, just due to army losses. I've got a ton of kills on my Demigryph Knight, so despite my having completely bungled the first part of this battle, the OP nature of the Demigryph Knights is coming out to shine. Alright, Balthasar, the hounds, please. The hounds. I'm going to use the hounds to break these guys up and do some damage, and then I'll charge in. Okay, so we've done another good bunch of damage. Some of these units getting some crumbling effect. I'm going to keep backing up. I'm running out of winds of magic, unfortunately. Oh, whoa, whoa. Get rid of those zombies, please. Let's go get rid of this Graveguard with great weapons out here. Might as well, because it's singled out. I'm going to swing around it on both flanks. Okay, this Graveguard great weapons is about to get absolutely spanked. You can see how it just got tossed everywhere. And it's immediately crumbling. Hopefully we can get it disintegrating here. Yep, there we go. It's disintegrating. So another Vampy unit off the field. Let's see how we did against the zombies. They're gone. Haha. The rest of the zombie army is actually kind of starting to fall apart. I still got my Witch Hunter waiting for their leaders too. These units are crumbling, so let's give them a quick charge. It ought to do a pretty fantastic amount of damage. There we go. That unit's gone, but they did just get a spell off, I thought, on my Demigryphs. Hopefully it wasn't like a direct damage spell. Or no, maybe they were trying to buff their infantry because it disappeared there. So look at my Demigryphs single-handedly destroying the entire vampire army. If I had enough money, I think I would just bring a whole army of these guys, because this is really effective. Okay, I'm going to cycle off these charges after we do some damage. Let's get my Witch Hunter. I'm going to bring him out here. Sextus and Balthasar. This Graveguard right here. There's only like 10 of them left. Let's get the Accused going on one of these guys. I got Accuse off on this guy, and it's done some massive damage to him. And when he dies, I actually expect that this fight will start breaking up. I'm going to release the Golden Hounds in the middle of this. Yeah, that disintegrated those guys. Look at the Golden Hounds there. That was pretty sweet. Disintegrated all the zombies. And now their last leader's disintegrating, so there we go. Demigryph cheese for the win, people. Look at the kills on the Demigryphs. 200, 196, 262, 274. My infantry actually did pretty darn respectably. It really did. It's just too many bad guys for him to hold up against. So despite my initial bungling there, in the end I managed to show you the right way to handle that. Let's give these leadership bonuses to some of these spearmen just to help them hold out. I'm going to put those banners on there. It was a Pyrrhic victory, but it was a victory.
I am innocent.
And we've captured the moot because of their loss. So I would say that while it wasn't pretty, I'll take it. I get so confused sometimes in the Warhammer fights, and like I said, I just need to remember the basics. Demigryphs, Demigryphs, and more Demigryphs. Good job, Midland. They just mopped up a bunch of scaling. That really makes me proud inside. Proud like a father. Yep, sorry about that battle. I'm still trying to learn the ropes on Warhammer, and like I said, sometimes I just get overwhelmed because there's too much crap going on. Templehof wants a non-aggression pact. I'll hold them to that. For now. Doesn't mean I won't betray them, because I very well might. And if I put a shrine to Sigmar in this province, that will help quite a lot versus some of the vampiric corruption. So we secured Stirland, and we've got a move a hero into the following province, Northern. So we have quest going on that we can go do. Leadership plus 16 versus humans, vampire conflict. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the vampire conflict thing. So now I've got plus 16 leadership versus vampires. So that is not gonna be a bad thing at all. I actually managed to get away with pretty much all my troops here. All my troops, actually. Was I missing a unit of this army? I must have been. I've got some global recruitment here. Pretty tempting to just pull in another Demigryph Knight, but I want to use some of this money to get some other things done. Let's see, 101 for the Spearmen. Halberds are 165, but they do more armor piercing damage, but not all the foes that we're taking on are armor piercing either. So I don't know if that's 100% necessary here. Let's take a look at the Moot. It's a level 2 settlement. It's already got some defenses. Got a building here to help public order, which public order is pretty strong right now. Apparently these people didn't like being vampires, but no, it's mostly because my army's here. Let's, and we have this building over here. Let's go ahead and ditch this building, or actually keep that building for now. Let me remind myself what I need to do. So if I want to build the shrine to Sigmar, it would be best if I could build it in the provincial capital, because it gives the biggest reduction to vampiric corruption. And I can, if I upgrade the provincial capital, take 4 turns. But we can do that. Let's use that for now. Let's take a look at Karl Franz.
Summon the Elector Counts.
I'm going to move him over here to Talabheim. And he is retraining. He can also get another unit in his army if he recruits it. Or we could throw a wizard or something in. It probably wouldn't hurt to have a wizard in that army. I've got this wizard right here. He's got Foz Protection, which is a... Let's see... It's a magic... No. It helps... So we got Shem's Burning Gaze, which is a magic missile. Strong versus... Yeah, we've got the net of Emmentalk as well. So this guy could be pretty helpful to us.
Preparing rites of exorcism.
I'm gonna bring him up towards Franz, and we'll put the wizard in his army.
By the comet.
Got this warrior priest here too. This army I kind of wanted to build up a little bit more if I could, just to help defend my lands over here from Varg and scaling. But with the level 2 settlements, that'll actually be a big boost. So I'm not sure if I want to spend a whole lot more money here, but it probably wouldn't hurt to at least have a few decent troops. Let's just go ahead and start throwing a few men together. The provincial capital here, let's see if there's anything we can do to drop vampiric and chaos corruption. There is. Let's do that because we're right next door to vampires. So that seems relevant.
Welcome, oldest friends of the Empire.
I really don't want to join your war against the Greenskins. They seem a little bit large, and I don't need that. I've got to deal with chaos, clearly, because no one else is. So why don't you let me do my job? That giant demon guy is sieging stuff. Woo, it's a lot of chaos over there. We're going to need a better army for Karl Franz, like with some great swords.
Many call me Emperor.
I'm not joining your war against the Greenskins. You guys need to handle that. You should be trying to make peace with the Greenskins. Or kill them, one of the two. peace by any means. Hey, look at that. The dwarves are actually helping me. Looks like some of the factions are actually coming together and helping each other. Kind of nice to see in the face of chaos. And the Greenskins are right outside Fort Oberstyre. Varg. Yeah, go back to the Northlands. Be gone, scum of the North.
By the comet.
Okay, these guys are taking way too long to retrain. What kind of defenses do they have here? Pretty crappy defenses, actually. But I can't auto-resolve, unfortunately. Thinking if I just wait one turn, we should be good enough to go after those guys. Let's take Franz here. Franzi. The Franzinator. I want to keep all this cavalry, because that cavalry came in darn handy. These swordsmen they're not going to cut it up against chaos. I don't think I can recruit great swords. I need an armory in order to do that. Have an armory. Oh, I need to upgrade this building, and I don't have the money to do so. I need 4,000 gold to upgrade that building.
So,
let's go ahead and put this wizard
small folk ready me
in with Franz. So he's got a wizard in his army. We definitely want some magic. Clearly, it proved that it's worthwhile. Last one, we got this witch hunter magic resistance, ward save. Any type of damage is reduced by this amount. Interesting. Stalker. Spotting nearby armies. Infiltrator. Damage walls. Oh, so right here he reduces vampiric corruption. That's actually pretty handy right now, because we're in a province right next door to the vampires. And we are seeing actually a reduction in vampiric corruption in this province. That is good news indeed. How are we doing on trade agreements? I think quite a few people are trading. Oh, these guys need a new target. So I'm gonna set some more coordination targets for all these factions. Bretonia, you look like you need a job here. I'm gonna target them on Archaon the Everchosen. Karagnorn, you need a new target too. Don't let yourself get too distracted. Kislev, you look like you have your own problems, but when you get the time, go ahead and help me.
Poor Sigmarite fools. I almost feel sorry for you.
Don't say I didn't try and help, vampire dirt. Oh, come on. I hope those dwarves attack that Chaos Army. That'd be great. What are the Greenskins doing? Get the heck out of my lands. I certainly don't want to fight with the Greenskins right now. Okay, those Chaos Warriors are just going to run. Look at the size of that dude, man. He's enormous. It's like a giant pterodactyl or something. I think I have pretty much run out of time for this turn, which is too bad because I'm kind of having fun here. Heck yeah. You can have a military alliance all you want. Looks like scaling has kind of been temporarily pushed back because of Bretonia's presence up there, so that's nice, but still got a lot of enemies up there to the north, and there's raiding going on in Talabuk land by several armies, all of which are kind of standing out here wanting to gang up on me, no doubt. Woo, Chaos Warriors, Chaos Spawn. That's going to be a considerable challenge. And without greatsword infantry, it definitely worries me. What kind of defenses do we have? We have pretty solid defenses as long as we're near the town. And if we take this army and swing over to wreck some vampires, let's just go ahead and continue the siege there.
Just war.
We should be able to knock these guys out.
I will marshal the men.
And my income's way down because of the raiding that these jerks are doing over in this province. So my only real option of getting any relief from this is to kill these raiding armies, which is going to be difficult because you got Everchosen, the Everwatcher here, his little minion army, and then some Varg minions that are moving in. But we do have some allies back here, and I've given my allies orders to come and help out. Now Kemperbad, actually Kemperbad's pretty well defended. It's got a mortar, some crossbows, handgunners, halberds, swordsmen. This army is not going to have an easy time defeating that. The only decent thing they have there is a hell cannon. So if they want to attack that town, I would be fine. Grunberg's not looking great, but it does have Reichsguard, so again, even it would be pretty tough.
Yes, my lord.
I know there's no way they can take Altdorf easily, so I'll just move my defenses down here to Grunberg, and now we know that that army really can't touch me. But yeah, Chaos is going to do some raiding to try and force me out against them, which is probably the best move that they could make. Yeah, they're just going to keep raiding. They know better than to come attack me in my stronghold. They would pay dearly for such a mistake, because Talabheim is pretty built up.
All you survey are loyal to me, so I...
A military alliance, absolutely, and I'll take your money while we're at it. We need to see if we can give those guys a war coordination target. They may have already had one if they were a defensive ally, but we'll go check. But like I said, absolutely. I'm going to try and get Balthasar free from his current assignment against the vampire, so I'm going to wreck this vampire city and then see if they will sue for peace. Let's take care of that real quick, and then I am at the end of the episode.
Ulrich's will disagree with that.
What happened right there?
By the comet.
I'm going to have to load the autosave. I don't really know what just happened right there. I had these guys under siege, and when I clicked, I think I clicked an army that wasn't inside their walls or something that looked like it was inside their walls. That's going to be the best guess I can take there. Let's just load the autosave so that doesn't happen, because that's kind of annoying. It's going to make it take an extra turn for me to get that done, and I'm not waiting on that. Alright, so here we are before the end of that last turn, so let's go ahead and end it so it can go on through. Alright, a lot of chaos losers. I need to go ahead and upgrade that building that will allow me to train great swords. I don't have the income for them right now, but at least we'll be ready for it. With all my demigryphs and magic, we should be able to cause a considerable amount of damage to any of our enemies. Campaign movement range minus 10. Well, we're going to have to take the loss of campaign movement range. So much raiding. Okay. Let's try attacking the settlement this time.
By the comet.
And now we can auto-resolve this. And oh crap, man, we're gonna sack Aberheim something fierce. 6,000 gold, you better believe it.
Let us begin. That will work.
Okay, so Aberheim's now in our control. We're gonna start getting rid of some of the vampiric corruption here. But it is a very low-level settlement. So that's actually kind of a bit irritating. We've got this giant army of dwarves, and it's a pretty decent army. Longbeards, great weapons, slayers, cannons, thunderers. They got some good stuff. I think, so yeah, I got a couple allies sitting here too to help fend off chaos a little bit. I've lost some campaign movement range, unfortunately, but I'm going to come out here and put some pressure on this chaos army. I need to start saving enough to go into ambush and try and ambush chaos armies. That'd probably be more effective. Anyway, I'm out of time for this episode. I want to keep going because it's a lot of fun, but I can't. We'll come in next time when we get to deal with these 4 stacks of Chaos Warriors. There's a 5th up here, which is Everchosen, and he's along with some Varg. But Ostland is trying to rebuild an army, and like I said, we've got allies assigned to the cause here. Let's just make sure everybody's happy and everybody's got a war target. Looks like they do. I will see you all next time. HeirofCarthage signing out.